How you doing, Sneaker World? This AC Sneaker Restoration coming back at you live with another big exclusive show. You know what I mean? We are sponsored by K Spice Variety and Gifts. So if you need any t-shirts, hats, scarves, I know it's kind of warm for the scarves, anything like that, and you need any blankets, anything like that for the winter, because you know winter coming around, everything like that, you could give her a call for Barbara Fortes. You know what I mean? And her email is barbarafortes86 at gmail.com. And her phone number is 908-404-6943. Serious inquiries only. Also, I have my co-host on the show today, MC Streets. How you doing, Streets?
Yo, I'm doing fine. What's up, Sneaker World? And thanks to K Spice again for sponsoring us. Also want to let them know, man. She told me that she does baskets too. Like, it's basketball season right now. So now, you might get one a special gift, like one of your favorite teams that's still in the playoffs. And she does baskets and everything too.
Yeah. We got a lot going on today. We're gonna get ready to go into these releases, and we're about to get ready to show you what's going on. You don't need to see that, family. Having a little difficulty right here.
Yeah, you know,
All right.
just K Spice. Okay, you good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up now. We're gonna get ready to go into these releases. So before we go into these releases, we're gonna talk about the Dirty Air Force Ones that came out May 7th. And the price is 130. And they dirty as heck. They call them the dirty white girls. They're real dirty and everything. And as you wear them, they get crispier and they get new. There's the shoe right there. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean. They're not for me. I'm not into anything like this. They look raggedy. They look bummy. You know what I mean? I think Nike lost their mind coming out with something like this with dirt marks and scuffs. I could just take a pair I got out the closet and just put them and sell them. To be honest with you, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, what I think about them is that I'm very intrigued by it because you know what I'm saying it's the old classic ones that we've always been used to, and when they say that the more you wear them, the cleaner they get. I'm very intrigued by them. You feel me? So I would like to know. I'm thinking about copying like two pairs of them. Keep one that's going to be dirty and rock one and see if they really, really, really work. You know what I'm saying? Air Force Ones, they kind of rough on your feet, so you got to get them insoles in there. But yeah, I'm intrigued by it though, Dre. I think if that really works, Nike is on to something.
I look at it like this. I don't know what's the big thing about it, why they came out with the concept behind it for, why they dropped something like this. I wouldn't buy nothing like that, but to each his own, whatever floats their boat. You understand what I'm saying?
But
But if that's what, it's just not for me. But
bro,
hey,
they freaking get whiter as you wear them, bro. Come on now, you gotta be intrigued by that. Everybody had to be intrigued by that. To see if
uh,
it's really gonna work. I know that's just some fool's gold they probably throwing at us like that, but hey, you know what I mean? It's a good. They're gonna sell a couple of pairs before people find out that it's probably not true, but we don't know.
yeah, we don't. You're absolutely right. We don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean, it might. The shoe will probably go up in price. It's probably gonna be like a big collab and everything like that. But you never know. But it's just not for me. But I'm gonna get ready to move on. We're gonna get on to these releases. You know what I mean? We had some releases that came out and everything like that, and we're gonna get on to them. So you know what I mean? So we're gonna go to the Man Airs. But this one came out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, they messed up. They messed up the lineup, but we'll just go with it. The Air Jordan 5 low peanut butter jelly.
Mm.
Man, we doing a pass. We doing an update because we haven't been here like 2 weeks. Gone for 2 weeks. Me and Streets. So we're doing past updates and past what came out in the past and what's going on now. So the peanut butter and jellies. Color pale ivory fusion red desert rush. The Jordan 5
Nice,
lows.
nice. Like those. I'll rock those. You know what I'm saying? It's taking going back to like, the high top ones, but then putting that little different flavor on the bottom of it, you know what I'm saying? On the insoles and on the midsole and all that other stuff with the mixture of the two colors. Fire. You know what I'm saying? A
It's
nice little
okay.
color. Yeah.
It's more to me like a female shoe, but to each his own, but it's all right,
Yeah.
but
No,
it's more like a woman's shoe.
listen, everything is you know, man and woman friendly. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can rock anything right now, right? Like everybody shares the same bathroom now, so you know that, right? So times have
Yeah.
changed.
Moving on. We're doing a recap. Air Jordan 4, Forget Me Not, color white, aluminum, blue, tint, oil, and green. Release date May 3rd. About this shoe right here, it's more like a for female shoe. It's not, I seen it in the stores, not knocking anybody, who wants it, go ahead and get it. But it's not for me. So
Everything is unisex now. Fire, fire, fire. You feel me? Think unisex, Dre. Think about that. Like men could go into women's sports right now, so that's crazy. Like women's swimming and all that. So you gotta think about it like that. Unisex. Think uni.
moving on. Air Jordan 1 High OG UNC Reimagined. Color dark powder blue, and sale. Release date today, May 10th, 2025. The price $180. Now, let's talk about this one. I seen this shoe. It looks like it's real old the way they made it, beat up. I went out early this morning to see if any going to be anybody getting this shoe, any lines. Dead. They had pairs. You could go to the sneaker app and everything like that. They have a bunch of pairs on here. I was thinking about getting it at one point, but when I seen it in person, I totally changed my mind. It should have just kept it as original. You know what I mean? Not for me, but to each his own.
High school, something that, the high schools could probably rock, if they have them same colors. You know what I'm saying? I could see that going, definitely UNC players rocking it. Maybe a school that had the same type of colors or whatever. It's different.
Moving on. Jordan 4, Luca, going fishing. Color light, Arctic pink, Opta, yellow, orange, and black. Release date May 12th, 2025. Price $140.
Well, they definitely was right about him going fishing because they out of the playoffs. So this is a perfect shoe for him to be on his boat with.
Yeah, not for me. It's something I would use like to clean up the house, something to play ball in. It's not something that I would wear personally. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I can't see nobody ain't gonna really be going to get these. You know what I mean? But there's people out there that's gonna buy them. You know what I mean? Go ahead and knock yourself out. Moving on. Air Jordan 3 OG Sal. 2.0, color, white, sport, royal, challenge, red, black. Release date, May 17th. I think that's coming out what? I think it was this Saturday,
Next
I think,
September.
right? Friday?
Yeah. Yeah,
Friday?
Saturday, Sunday.
This Saturday, right? Yeah, the price is
Yeah.
$200. It looked like it got like a little peanut butter in it. It's all right. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's
It's
fire.
okay. Not something for me though. Not knocking anybody that likes something like this. You know what I mean? It might be worth something. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? This is something it looked like to me in my eyes. You don't want to sleep on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be the shoe might be worth some money. And then again, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Not something I would personally buy, but if somebody gave it to me or something, it's something I just put to the side, you know what I mean, and just sit on it. And if I, you know what I mean, if I could get rid of it, I get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like I said again, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. I'm not sure, but not for me. Moving on.
Ooh,
The Air Jordan 12 Mellow, color white, university blue, metallic silver. Release date May 17, 2025. Price 200.
like them.
It's all right. You know what I mean? I'm not really into that. I mean, the color, I like the color, but I'm just not into that with the mellow, anything like that. But
Well, this is like a shoe that Melo first came out, when he first got his shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? So just something where they wanna celebrate him, you know what I'm saying, as being a great player that he was. And those are the Denver Nugget colors that he used to wear. So
you like them, huh, Streets?
yeah, I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him.
They
Remind me of
coming out.
when Melo. Yeah, I like him. I'll go with those. From
Moving on.
the other one instead. No, good.
Moving on. Air Jordan 4 OG White, cement, color, summit white, fire red, tech gray, black. Release date. Now, this is the shoe everybody wanted to get their hands on. May 24, 2025. Price 225. And I have them on my feet. I got the 16s on right now. You
Mm.
know what I mean? This shoe is gonna be lines for this. You already see it at when I did the last video me and Streets did down in Washington, D.C. at Ben and Chili's, and that wasn't even a general release. This is gonna be general release. This is gonna be going. I see them right now going for on Flight Club about 325. I see them going for on the GOAT, probably I say like around what, 350? You know what I mean? That's right now. Wait till they come out. The price on these is gonna go off the chain. I can sell my 2016s I got right now, and they like real good condition. Barely wear them and everything like that. And the older the year, the more money the shoe is, and I can get some bread for them. You know what I mean? Barely wear them, and I got them on right now.
Mm. Love them. The midsole and the bubble in the back. I wish they would get rid of that and make another type of design, but still, the color wave and everything, fire.
That's a classic though.
Yeah,
That's a classic shoe, Streets.
I know that's
That's
right.
1989. I don't know they're gonna, you know what I mean? That's a classic. You can't really get rid of a classic. That, you know what I mean? That shoe set it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jordan one Jordan nah, he didn't do the slam dunk contest in these. Not in these, he did.
Mm.
Yeah, moving on. Air Jordan 3 OG Rare Air, color black, chill red, neutral gray, military blue, coconut milk. Release date May 30th, 2025. Price 210. This
Like
right
I
here
said,
is a collab. This is expensive shoe. You know what I mean? I this shoe right here. I know this is gonna sell.
yeah,
You
it's
know
gonna
what I
sell.
mean? This is gonna sell. Um, me personally, like wearing it and everything like that, I'm not into nothing like this. I'm more like into the OGs. You know what I mean? This is something I would just keep in my collection to make my collection look good. But I'm not into like putting on my feet or something. You know what I mean? Wearing it. No.
Right. I like them.
That shoe gonna be lines for that. May 30th.
May
Moving on.
30th.
Air Jordan High OG Ruby. Release date May 31st, 2025. Price $180.
I think if they kept with the red instead of putting that white there, that'd have made it like, you know what I'm saying? And made this whole thing ruby like that would have been fire. I don't like the white pattern on it, but still looks like a nice sneaker.
Moving
What
on.
is that? What is that on there? Sparkle or whatever?
I don't
Uh,
know. No, it's just regular. It's just the way they made it. Look like a little snake in it.
Ooh,
If you really look at it up, if you really look at it up close,
yeah, snake,
look like
like a
snake.
snake.
You know what I mean? I'm not into it, but to each his own. Moving on. Air Jordan 11 Igloos. Color white igloo. Release date June 7, 2025. Price $190. Not for
Okay.
me. You know what I mean? I'm not into nothing like that colorway and nothing like that. I don't really care for the Jordan lows either. I like the
Yeah,
high, but it is not for me, but to each his own.
yeah, it's good. I like them. It's a different twist on it, on a nice old original, the Jordan 11's highs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's a little bit too much with the bracelet on his leg, but you know.
Moving on. Air Jordan 14 Ferrari. Color challenge red black. Release date June 11th. Price $210.
Talking about my
Now,
sneaker right there.
this like right here, this like the sneak I was up there with the undefeateds. You know what I mean? This shoe right here is there's gonna be lines for this.
Yes,
There's
sir.
gonna be lines for this. Originally launched in 2014, and the shoe came out 10 years ago. It's
Mm,
gonna be lines for this. This is like it's gonna be very hard to get. The price on them, I don't even see them on Flight Club or anything. They don't even have this shoe in stock. They
right.
don't even have it in stock.
Mm,
Tough
nice.
shoe. Tough
Tough.
shoe.
Very tough.
Yeah. But
All right.
I wanna
All right. Yeah.
huh?
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna move on to we're gonna get ready to show what makes your feet hurt on Instagram about the Jordans. So a lot of people talking about what Jordan make your feet hurt. And as you can see, they got them listed, but they forgot to put the Jordan Infrared 6 up here. And the reason why they got right now, they got up here, they got the Jordan 1. They up there talking about the ball of the foot, lack of the forefoot cushioning. I blow it up so y'all can see it. There you go. You can really see it. And then they got the Jordan 3. Now, they up there talking about the fourth toe rounded toe box. It hurt. And then they got the AJ4, the pinky toe narrow outer toe box. And they got the AJ9 pinky toe narrow fit. They hurt on both sides of the foot, the left and the right. People,
Mm,
and then you got the AJ15 looking at the collar too high. And they also talking about AJ18. Hold up, y'all can see it. The eyes worst design of all time. Now,
mm,
these will hurt your feet now. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have the Jordan Infrared 6s.
mm.
And I can't really wear them because on my right foot, it's like it feels like it's tight. Maybe it's the way they cut it. is the way they cut it, the way they made it, and they didn't cut the shoe right. But my third toe on my right foot be killing me. And it feel like I'm a woman. I gotta take off my shoe and everything like that and try to put a more comfortable shoe on. That's what women do when their feet hurt, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what I'm talking about. But also too, people be acting like their feet don't hurt because it's the name of the shoe. People just want to wear it to support him. Even Jordan be going through some problems. If you notice, when he be playing, he up there be falling on, he be on the ground sometimes because his feet be hurting and all that stuff. You know what I mean? If the shoe hurt, you know what I mean? It don't make sense to wear it.
I remember
You know
when
what I
he
mean?
had his double nickel game when he came back to the Madison Square Garden and he wore the Jordan ones, right? And he said his feet were blistered and swollen and bleeding and everything. Yep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's crazy. Moving on. Let's get out of here. It's a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot to talk about. The reason why I came on this site, the reason why I'm letting y'all know, the reason why I came on StockX site, just to let you know, and y'all probably curious why I came on here. And I should have talked about this 2 weeks ago, but we had a being streets. We work hard to try to keep the show entertained for y'all, and everything like that. We do our best, and there's a lot going on. But the reason why I came on this site, because I mean, if you buy from them, knock yourself out. I bought off of StockX one time, and I forgot to mention this 2 weeks ago because we had a lot going on in the show. So we're going to talk about a little bit what's going on with it now. I'm trying to pull the size up, so I'm trying to get all the sizes you can see. But when I move the screen, it blanks out. So I'm gonna leave it like that, then it goes back out. But anyway, me personally, I wouldn't buy anything off of StockX. And my personal thing is about this because they got rid of the Authenticator. Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all want to continue buying off of StockX because you want to trust the seller and you don't want to take their word. And I also heard a story. Somebody up there said they bought off of StockX and they sold the shoe back. They left the tag, everything StockX put on the shoe. They left the tag on there and everything. And StockX up there said it was a knockoff. You know what I mean? You pay all this money, ladies and gentlemen, and family, for these sneakers. You want to know what you're getting. They're getting rid of the Authenticator. You know what I mean? They should keep the Authenticator alone, but you want to go out here and support them, and you up there trust the person that's selling it. That's like trusting somebody out in the street. You know what I mean? Who's selling your shoe? Me personally, you know what I mean? I only bought one pair of shoes off of StockX, and that was the Anthony Penny Hardways, the ones, the white Orlando color. And at that time, you know what I mean, it wasn't that bad, but now it's getting worse. They're coming out with more knockoffs and fakes. You don't know what you're getting. So, I mean, if they're going to get rid of Authenticator, I wouldn't, you know what I mean, I wouldn't go there and buy from them. I deal with Flight Club, I deal with eBay, and I deal with the Go. Because eBay and Flight Club, they're the same. I mean, Flight Club and the Go is the same thing. You know what I mean? That's their big brother. And the Flight Club is their small brother. You know what I mean? I also deal with eBay because they do the Authenticator. You know what I mean? I wouldn't buy off of them. You know what I mean?
Bad, man. That they got rid of Authenticator on there and all that other stuff, man. Because now, people don't know what they're getting, if it's fake, if it's real, if it's real or if it's chopped up, you know what I'm saying? We don't know now, and they still making money off of it. And that's a very bad thing for the consumer right now. It's a bad move, StockX, bad move.
Yeah, I mean, y'all do what y'all want to do. Me and MC Streets is not trying to discourage you or not, but me personally, if I see something like that, I don't want to deal with you. And I'm not being funny. I'm just being real. I pay my hard-earned money, and I'm looking at it like this. If I'm paying my hard-earned money for something, I want to know what I'm buying. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know what I'm buying. So we're going into eBay. Streets might want to talk about this subject when I pull it up.
All right, so now they had, it's a person bought some sneakers from a person, was buying product from someone off of eBay. And what happened was the person sent them a pair of socks back. How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? If you say you want to buy a pair of sneakers and then they send you a pair of socks back and they say, well, we send it to you, this is what it is. That is wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I kind of got the person's information that, I want to warn, we here to help everybody, man. You know what I mean? So if anybody goes on eBay and you see this person named Robert Thomas, 13606 Turner Avenue, apartment 1, Robbins, Illinois, 60472 1643. Do not buy anything from him because he's flogging on us right now. You know what I'm saying? And he has to be blown up right now because that's not right, man. People spend their hard-earned money to get things, man, and that's not right, man. But karma will get them though. You know what I mean? And if you
Now,
don't remember what I said, find it back.
now I got something to say about this because he don't realize Streets who he's playing with. You understand? He don't realize me and you hold microphones on this show. And I talked to eBay, and this has to be discussed. And I wasn't going to do it, but you said, nah, Dre, we got to help the people out here, and we're going to help the people. So let me tell y'all what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, so I can fill y'all in what's going on. I got his information flashed on the screen. Streets, what's his name?
Hold on for a second, Dre. I'm going back to it. His name is Robert Thomas.
His name is Robert Thomas, and he goes by the seller as Marcel
Okay.
2374. He said he
Okay.
got a positive feedback, but that's full of it. Ladies and gentlemen, he had to be exposed. I don't normally do this. Let me let y'all know. This is not something I don't do. I don't want to do on this show. Okay? I don't want to do this. Streets up there want to go into this and discuss this. I was gonna leave it alone, but he dealt with the boss of AC Sneaker Restoration. I bought this SB Navy 4. You can see the price right here. And it says new brand unworn, but without the box. We will pack them well if you mind it, and it doesn't come with a shoe. So he got read more. But anyway, to make the long story short, I bought this shoe off of him, and I'm doing a project, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't want to really share this on the air, but I got people know me in high places. Okay, they know me in streets, and I got people around the United States that's helping me get this project done. So I bought the shoe because I needed the midsole because I'm making a special shoe out of it. I just come out with it. I'm making a Louis Vuitton shoe, and I need the midsole, and I'm gonna make a Louis Vuitton Air Jordan 4. That's all y'all need to know. There's not going to be no tutorial, anything like that. Just something, you know what I mean, I'm going to make for myself and take the sneaker shows and anything. I don't want no problem with Nike because Nike is suing the shoe surgeon, and I'm not going into that. But eventually, if y'all need any custom sneakers made, I'm your guy. That's why I bought the shoe. And what he did was he was being funny, and he didn't give me the shoe. He gave me a pair of baby socks. So, like I said, this is not something I normally do. I don't want to expose him, but Street said he want to go into it. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Bro, I want to say this. You don't know who out here holding microphones, bro. My MC Street just put out your address. I would, you know what I mean? He put out your address because he think you're foul for what you did. So if you get a whole lot of people at your door, you know who you're dealing with now. You're dealing with AC Sneaker Restoration and you're dealing with MC Streets. If somebody asks you for an SB Navy 4, what you got listed, you're supposed to sell the person what they got listed. Not no pair trying to be funny because I understand times is out here hard and everything like that, but we don't got nothing to do with that. I paid you for a product and you gave me a pair of baby socks. I also told eBay about you as well. So eBay gonna monitor your account. So anything you sell, you will be monitored. You might not be able to sell for a while and anything like that. You might have to verify everything through the eBay process because eBay got verification. You didn't want to send it to the eBay verification because you knew what you was doing. You're the donkey of the day, bro. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're playing with. You don't know who hold microphones out here. You don't know who I know. You don't know who MC Streets know, and so on. You know what I mean? We big in the sneaker world. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get bigger. You foul, bro. You had to be aired out and everything. So if you see a whole lot of people coming at your door, tell them AC Streets sent you and MC Streets.
Period.
Like I said, we don't normally do nothing like that. We don't air nobody out on the show, but in some situations like this is something we got to do. And that's how that
Period.
go. So you come out, you come right, or you don't come at all. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say on that subject. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Enough
street.
said.
So exactly, we don't got nothing else to talk about with that. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna leave it alone and everything like that. You know what I mean? But that's
Preach.
all I have. Go ahead, Streets.
No, I said preach. That's all.
That's all I have for you today for the AC Sneaker Restoration Show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Me and Streets covered a lot. You know what I mean? Streets, you got anything you want to say before I close it out?
Nah, man. Great show, man. Happy Mother's Day to all those beautiful women out there, sneakerheads. You know what I'm saying? And yo, Sneaker World, we love y'all.
You know what I mean? Same here on Sneaker World. I apologize. You know what I mean? I got a lot on my mind. Happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean? To all the mothers out there and everything like that. You know what I mean? And enjoy yourselves. You know what I mean? But that's all I have for you. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get if you need any work done or anything like that, you can email me at andrae1128@yahoo.com, or if you need any merch or anything like that. Because what I got on right now, this is brand new, is the Georgetown Hoyas winter colorway. It's a limited edition. I'm selling it right now. I was gonna promote it for the winter, but since I got it made and everything, I said, you know what? I come out and sell it. So everything you see on my information on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and my TikTok, also on on the other app on Facebook, guy, I can't think of the name of it right now because everybody goes on there as well. It's on there too, so you can see my work on there too. You know what I mean? But also, if you gotta see my work on Facebook, anything, it's at ANDRAECAPERS, and also on my IG at ANDRAECAPERS. And also you can follow me also if you want on my TikTok AC Sneaker Restoration. And also on YouTube, if you want to see my tutorials, because I'm going to be getting back in the studio shortly. Not, you know what I mean? You can follow me and also see the podcast with me and MC Streets at AC Sneaker Restoration, Main 1285. AC Sneaker Restoration, Main 1285. I said it twice because I put an @ sign on it. All right. And if you got to get in contact with me, serious inquiries only. You know what I mean? 908-416-0970. If you need any work done, you need any merch, anything. You know what I mean? You can text me before you call and leave a message. I will get back to you. That's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody enjoy their Mother's Day and have a blessed night. Peace.
Peace, Sneaker World.